Good morning, students. Welcome back to yet another class of this data structure. In the last class, we started with implementing linked stack. I told you what is a self-referential structure is, what is the importance of that self-referential structure in implementing a linked stack. I said that a self-referential structure is a structure in which one of the data member is a pointer member pointing the very same structure itself. That is self-referential structure. In linked stack, it is made up of various nodes. Every node is a self-referential structure. Every node can have more than one field, and if it has two fields, one is a data field to hold the stack elements, and the another will be a pointer member pointing the next node having that stack element. That is the idea. With that understanding, we started implementing it. First, we should define that self-referential structure. Here my structure is node type. It is having two members. First member is called info. It is of type integer. That means I am storing integer values in my stack. And the next is a data member. It is a pointer because of this star, and it is pointing the very same stack type, node type. Next comes our class for stack type. Every linked data structure will have one external pointer. Okay. Take the case of linked stack or linked queue or binary search tree or linked list. Everyone will have an external pointer. So our linked stack too will have an external pointer. I call that pointer as top. Now this top is a pointer variable. It will always point the node having the topmost stack element. It will always point the node having the topmost stack element. Look at these examples. See, this is a self-referential structure. See, top is a pointer variable. It will always point the node having the topmost element of the stack. Okay, so so I declare one private member variable top that will point the node type of values. What is this node type? It is a structure having two members. Okay. Now I have the constructor stack type. What is the purpose of having a constructor? To initialize some of the private members of the class. And also the constructor will be executed when the object for a class is declared. Okay. By setting top is equal to null, we create a empty stack. In other words, we create a empty linked list. Okay, that is a empty stack is created. Empty stack is created. Look at this example. By setting top is equal to null, we create a empty stack. Then when a new element is inserted, that is a node having a value 10 is inserted, this will point, then the pointer field will point null, the top will be pointing this only node. When another node is inserted, the node for the new value is created, top will be pointing that one, the pointer field of the new node will be pointing the previous node, like this. So it should be understood that top will always point the node having the topmost value. Various operations to be performed in the linked stack are checking whether the stack is empty or not, checking whether the stack is full or not, pushing a value into the stack, removing a value from the stack, displaying the contents of that stack. So in the last class, we implemented what is this isEmpty is. By knowing whether the top is pointing null, we can say whether the stack is empty or not. Our next function is checking whether my stack is full or not. As I told you in the last class, there is no limitation on the number of elements to be kept in the linked stack. The capacity of the memory device in which the stack is going to be kept, that is the limitation. Here, memory for a pointer variable is created dynamically. If it is not possible to create a memory space to be pointed by a pointer variable, you can claim that memory device is full. In other words, you can claim that your stack is full. Your stack is full. This is the understanding in which we are going to implement is full operation of the linked stack. Okay, that is ENT stack type is full. Let me create a temporary variable, pointer variable. Node type star temp. Okay. Say in the case of C language, we had two functions, malloc and calloc, to assign a memory location dynamically to a pointer variable, calloc and malloc. In the C++ language, it is even more simple. Just by using the new operator on a pointer variable, you can make it point to a memory area. Here my variable is temp. I said temp is equal to new node type. What happens because of this statement is a memory area, that is an empty node in which there are two fields. One field is the info field, the next one is a next field. Look at this picture when such a thing is created. So a empty node, one field for the pointer area, one field for the stack element area. That will be created and that will be pointed by temp. That will be pointed by temp. Because of this statement, it will happen. Now, this will happen when there is some space in the memory device. When there is no space in the memory device, instead of creating a memory space, even after this statement, the temp will be pointing null. Now, by probing what does the temp is pointing, we can claim that whether the stack is full or not. If temp is equal to null, return 1. 1 else return 0. So this is how we check whether my stack is full or not. Okay. After checking this one, you can delete it or not. You can delete the variable temp or not. Here I just leave it as it is. Next, our function is to push a value into the stack. Push a value into the stack. My function is push. Okay, so its return type is void here. Void. So void. It is belonging to the class stack type, and the name of the function is push. Here you see here it is having a formal data type. Here I declare the formal parameter. Okay. Int, maybe I give the value x. Now, there are two cases of inserting. Inserting a node into an empty stack, inserting a node into a existing stack. Whatever it be, first of all, we need a empty node. We need a empty node. For that, we need a temporary variable. So let me call that as node type star temp. Then after creating that one, let me create a empty node for it. That is temp is equal to new node type. What happens because of this statement? Yeah, empty dummy node is created and that is pointed by temp. Now I get the value, I store the value x into this node type. Now what is the data member, how to access this info? So temp reference info equal to x, what we sent it as a formal value here. Then now if it was empty stack initially, temp top would have been pointing null. Top would have been pointing null. Look at this example. Initially top was pointing null. After inserting a node, top will point this one. After pointing, top will be pointing this one. Okay, this is the case of inserting a node into a empty stack. This is the case of inserting a node into a existing stack. Okay, in the first case, top was pointing null. First we create a dummy node. Then for the data value, data member of the node, we get the value 10. Okay, then we set this one as null, this because this is the only node in the stack now, so it is not, it doesn't have to point anything else, so the pointer member is made as null. Now since it is the only node and this is the topmost node, so top is pointing this node. Okay, otherwise take this case, there is only one node, this is pointed by top, this is pointed by top. Now we are inserting another node in which the value 20 is there. That means first the pointer field of the new node will be pointing what top is pointing here. Then top is readjusted to point the current new node. Current new node. That is how we will do it. Okay. Now temp reference, here it is, data value is accepted. Temp reference next equal to top is equal to temp. That's all. By this way, we push a value into the empty stack, into a empty stack or into a existing stack. Again, let me explain this one. This is the value to be inserted into the stack. First of all, I need an empty box, empty node. So for that, I create a pointer variable temp. Using this pointer variable, I create an empty box by using the new operator. Then the data member area, that is info area of the new node, is given the value of x by setting temp reference info is equal to x. Then the pointer field is pointing what top is pointing currently. Then top is readjusted to the new node. Top is equal to temp. So by this way, you insert a new value into the stack. Next, we go for the removing a value from the stack. What is this one? Void pop int reference. Int reference. What is this one? What is the meaning of this symbol here? It says that call by reference mechanism. Call by reference mechanism. See, after the execution of this pop function, the value of this formal parameter will be given back to the corresponding actual parameter. This is happening because of this particular operator, particular symbol. Okay, that we will implement now. Void, it belonging to the stack type class pop int reference x. Then see, I cannot simply remove the node pointed by top. So if I do that, if I delete the node pointed by top, the remaining values will become garbage. So I should give one extra connection, pointer connection for the node pointed by top, because I am going to delete the node pointed by top. If I do that, the connection for the remaining will be cut off. So I get one more auxiliary connection, extra connection for the node pointed by top. For that I need a variable. Node type temp. Then I set temp is equal to top then I improve my top from current node to the next node. Top equal to top reference next. Then that's all. Then delete temp. Before that I display. Then delete temp. See, look at this example again. I want to remove this node. If I simply say this node is pointed by top, if I say delete top, then it will be removed. Then the next connection for this one is cut off. That is not desirable. Same is the case here. Same is the case here. So if I delete temp means only, of course, this node will be deleted, but the connection for these nodes are coming from only this node. By removing this node, connection for these things are cut off. They become garbage. So what I will do is I create one extra connection for the node having 40. I call that as temp. Now both the temp and the top are pointing the same node. Then I move my top from this node to this node. What is this node is pointed by what? This area is called as top reference info, and this area is called as top reference next. This top reference next is a pointer, and this is pointing this one. So you know that a pointer variable can be assigned to another similar pointer variable. Now this is a temp reference, next is a pointer. When this pointer is given to top, since this one is pointing the node having 30, then after assigning this temp reference, top reference next to this top will be moving from this node to this node. Top will be moving from this node to this node. But still this node is pointed by temp. Now if you say delete temp means then this is cut off. Still we have a connection for these things through the top. That is the understanding. That's what we are going to proceed. Okay, that's all. See, I make an auxiliary connection for the node pointed by top. Then I display the contents of that node pointed by top. Then I move my top from the particular node to the next node. Top is equal to top reference next. Now my work is over. I delete the topmost node, temp. That's all. That's how we proceed. Then display. This is similar. Here we will start from the node pointed by top and keep on going. I keep on going. Look at this. I want to display the contents of this stack. So what I will do is I get one more connection for this node. This is node is pointed by top. I set the value of top to maybe some other pointer variable temp. Then I display this value 40. This value 40 is nothing but temp reference info. Then this is temp reference info. This is temp reference next. Okay. Now this node is pointed by temp reference next. The value of this temp reference next is given to temp. What will happen? Temp will move from here to here. Again, I say temp reference info. This 30 is displayed. Then the value of this pointer member is given there. So this is my temp reference next. The value of the temp reference next is given to temp means then temp will move from here to here. So this will go on as long as my temp reference next is not equal to null. When the temp is moving from here to here, I will display this value, but the next field is pointing null. After this, I am moving out. When I am moving out, my next field will be pointing null. In that case, I will stop my execution. By then, I would have displayed the value of 40, 30, 20, 10. That is the idea. Okay, that we will see in the coming class. Okay, next class.